Hey fools! Hello and welcome to another episode of Cameron Composes. I'm Cameron Schubert, and in this series I am writing, producing, arranging my song Out in the Whispering Woods for 7-piece chamber group here. As you can see, I have all my music up here on the left. I have Cubase open on the right. And yeah, so last time I left off, I finished the harp part to the chorus, which is I think bar 20 to about bar 30-ish to 29. And see that reflected in the sheet music here. Oh, looks like I haven't written in the harp part yet, but that's no problem. So yesterday after I stopped recording, actually it's weird how sometimes you hear a melody and then you're like, I don't know about that. But then you play with it and then you hear the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and then it turns this whole thing. So that's kind of what happened with this harp part, as you can see here. It actually wasn't a harp part at first. I was trying to fill in this space here. So listen, at the end of this chorus, it kind of feels dull when I didn't have this. So it feels calm, but it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. I think it's okay, but usually it'd be fun to have something in there. So I heard this. I thought it on the violin first. I heard. And then, obviously, it can't end on that E because we're going to a G here. We can't end on on an E. So I was like, oh, well, it's going to have to do something different. As you can see, I've experimented, and this one ends on a D. But, yeah, so then I was messing around with that, and I heard this little melody after that. Well, actually, what happened after that was I did this little run to D, and I moved it to the harp because I thought the violin wasn't right for this, and this feels like it's coming from a new place. You haven't heard a harp melody yet in this piece, so listen. And then I heard that rundown. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, immediately this melody came into my brain, and so I'll play it for you. Spring woods on a blood red moon, I see the fawn and the forest folk. And that's all that came in at first, and I was like, okay, so what am I going to do with that? One, it's making it sound really happy, whereas in the verse before it had this more mysterious feeling, and now it's suddenly feeling all happy. But, you know, it's actually fun to bring in new elements. Not sure if I'm going to ultimately want to use this, but I'll go with what's given to me and experiment with it. You can see verse 2 is... especially this part, they're all gathering to dance. So I kind of enjoyed that lighter feeling looking at these creatures who are going off to a ruin, gathering. It could be a happy gathering instead of this mysterious, weird gathering because they're all going to dance. And the initial thought is that this is more mysterious / creepy because they're dancing and forgetting the way home, which is sort of getting lost. So let me know what you think about this melody. Yes, no, yeah. You can comment on this video and let me know what you think. But I'm going to keep playing with it and see where it goes, see if I like the direction. Might do a fast forward clip or something here. I'm just gonna, I'll mess around with a melody until it fits in, and of course I'm gonna have to write in the sheet music just so I know where I'm going with it. So here we go. Let's figure something out. So I think that I liked what I just did. I'm gonna record it in a little bit. That's
Spring woods on a blood red moon, I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin silently
listen back to that. I think I might like that.
Out in the whispering woods on a blood red moon, I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin silently gathering.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna check it with write the notes in and check it with the theory of the figured bass, what tones we have, and if but it's sounding pretty fun. So I'm gonna pause this recording, write everything in, and then I'll be back after that. All right. So instead of putting in the sheet music, that's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna do the faster thing and just play it into the harp part. Because I think that having it start on the harp first might be good. I don't know. Might come in straight on the violin, but let's try it. So hopefully I can play this. There we go.
Out in the whispering woods on a blood red moon, I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin.
Yeah, it's just that part. Try that part again.
I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin.
Try that again. So far we have.
Out in the whispering woods on a blood red moon, I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin silently gathering.
I like that. I want to hear it again. So I went and put stuff in Sibelius and then see what happened from there, because it always helps me when I have a bunch of new creative stuff that comes up, to write it down, analyze it, to see how it fits. And so as you can see over here, I've actually done quite a lot in the last, I think I spent an hour or so. And what actually happened was I started writing stuff down, and then I just started having idea after idea after idea, just kept coming. And it's funny how this happened yesterday. As soon as I turn the camera off, it's just like ideas start flowing. It's probably because when I'm focusing on a camera, focusing on something, having something to say or doing something, my natural creative state of consciousness gets clouded sometimes. So as you can see here, I went and I wrote that part da 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 in here, and I put on the strong beats, I put the figured bass in relationship to the bass. And as you can see, just like the harp part had in the first part, I put a chord that fits in the left hand on every offbeat. Pretty simple. It's actually these same notes that I used in the first verse. So I did that. And then what happened after that? Oh gosh, I have to remember. Yeah, so then immediately after that, I thought, well, after the harp has it, in the first part. Well, here, why don't I just play for you the harp part as it transformed now. So I'm really liking this harp part. So here's the harp part itself through verse 2. Oh, let's solo this guy. Those chords down there. Stole the left hand from that part. Added that little cadence. And then I have a new harp part. Recognize it? So this harp part, actually, I stole this. I took the same chords that the harp part was using in the first part. I combined it with the melody of the violin. Remember that da-na, na, 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 from the intro? So I put that in here. And why did I take the violin part? Because on the second half of this verse, instead of the harp repeating that da na na da da, I handed it over to the violin. So as you could see, the violin takes that part. So the violin didn't have that part anymore. The violin now has this part.
Under the harvest moon by the
So you could see, for the second half of this verse, the violin has now taken that melody. And since the violin's part was free, I gave it to the harp, which is really fun to do that. You switch in parts, basically. Really fun. And the fun thing about the harp is that it can still do the chords that it was doing, as well as that melody. So this is really great. And I loved how a couple things I noticed for those who are more musically inclined. This little figure here that started the whole thing, the da na 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 na, this da na 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 keeps playing over and over again. Right here, when it goes, it just starts. It's like a motif that is getting played with. When it goes to this E minor part, it goes da 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 na 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 na. It just keeps playing that over and over again at a rapid rate. That's called, what's it called? Music theory. It's called fragmentation. And I just have to say how much I was happy with. I was really feeling like this cadence here was a little lackluster. Look at this harp part I'm highlighting. It ends like this. It goes. And there's all this space before the next part starts. But then I took that da na 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 and I put it right over this da na 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 da na 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 na, same tones, just how as it's ending, the beginning plays again. And so together, violin and harp, I'm really proud of this. Creates sort of like a fugue-like sound. See, this just went C B A G F E. This goes C B A G E D. It's like, oh, it's like a fugue. It makes me really happy. They're echoing each other. Love it. So the parts, as they transition from harp having the melody to the violin having the melody, have this little trade-off here. And then this melody that the violin had, the harp now has. So I'm very proud of that. 2 parts down, bang. And then the cello part, pretty much remained the same, and the bass part pretty much remained the same. The percussion kind of just kept it low throughout the whole thing. And here's the final product. I think I'm done with this verse. So coming out of the chorus here, here's the whole thing.
Whispering woods on a blood-red moon.
Oh, I put the violin up an octave.
I see the fawn and the forest folk make to the ruin silently gathering there. Under the harvest moon by the emerald lake, all are gathered around to dance in flames embrace, forgetting the way home. Out in the alder.
You see, it goes back into the chorus there. Well, that made me very happy. It all feels very complete. It's adding some new elements into the second verse that wasn't in the first verse. It keeps the momentum going. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, is there anything else to say about this? Yeah, I'm just opting for the MIDI sounds because it's easier, honestly. I could record in that violin, but this is just so much easier. And if anything, it makes my life faster and makes it easier and faster for while I'm doing this. Something I enjoy. Look at all these rehearsal marks just piled up. Oh, that's interesting. Well, anyways, I think I'm done with the second verse. I didn't even expect to finish that today. I was like, oh man, I just finished this heart melody. Where's it gonna go? What am I gonna do with it? And then what do you know, like just tunnel vision took over and it just finished itself practically. So, and I'm pretty happy with how it all fits in theoretically. There's some little off things, but you know, I'm willing to make small sacrifices for the sake of a good melody. So, but thank you for watching. This has been Cameron Composes. Again, leave any comments with any suggestions of what you'd like in the video, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of, would like to see less of. I'm open to suggestions and everything, and tell me what you think of this new lighting, special blueness. Had a lot of fun with that today. All right, so, well, that's it for today. Take care and see you later.
Softly